This conference will now be recorded.
अद्य गुरुवासरः अथवा बृहस्पतिवासरः भाद्रपद शुद्ध नवमी दिनांक 27 ऑगस्ट 2020 सहस्रयोग त्रिकटिकादिशोक शंखं चक्रं गदं दधतमृतघटं चारुदौर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्मस्वच्छातिहृद्यां शकपरिविलसन् मौलिनं भोजनेत्रं कालाम्भोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गं कटितटविलसच्चारुपीताम्बराढ्यं वन्दे धन्वन्तरिं तं निखिलगतवनप्रौढदावाग्निलीलम् प्रौढदावाग्निलीलम् ब्रह्मणो हि समारब्धा मात्रेयाद्येषु पूजिताम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् आयुर्वेदरतं वन्दे माधवाख्यं महागुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं शिष्येभ्यो यः प्रदत्तवान् द्रष्टाज्ञानी दृष्टकर्मा कृतकर्मा तथैव च अध्यापकोऽभिषक्श्रेष्ठो महान् संशोधकस्तथा गुणैरेतैः समुदितैः यत्कार्यं पतनोति सः समृद्ध्यर्थं हि कार्यस्य वयं प्रयतामहे सरस्वत्यै नमो यस्याः प्रसादात् पुण्यकर्मभिः बुद्धिदर्पणसङ्क्रान्तं जगदध्यक्षं वीक्षते आत्रेयं प्रथमं वन्दे आयुर्वेदजगद्गुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं गृहीत्वा हि सुरेश्वरात् अग्निवेशादिकेभ्यो यत् प्रेच्छत् सत्तमः प्रथमं तन्त्रकर्तारम् अग्निवेशं नमाम्यहम्। त्रिकटकादि चूर्ण त्रिकटकमजमोदम चित्रको हिंगुभान्वि बिडमपि सहचव्यं सैन्दवं व्यावशूकम् अमृतमिति विषग्भिः पूजितश्चूर्णराजः कपपवननिहन्ता शूलः दीपनिश्च यथा मया उक्तम् अयं श्लोकः तावत् हिङ्गाष्टकादि इत्यनेन तुल्यः किन्तु तत्र न तु सामान्यम् अपि तु विशेष एव पूजितः चूर्णराजः अयं चूर्णराजः इति पूजितः अमृतम् इति कपवननिहन्ता शूलः दीपनश्च कपपित्तघ्न शूल दीपघ्न दीपन कायं पुरंदरादि चूर्ण कायं पुरंदरम यवाति विषा वयंपु सवर्चला भयरजां से समानी कोंडु ओरकान वत्यपि चिट्टिपितुनो विलाशु वेन्नोरिलाम सहिते ग्रहणी गदेश. So this is quite strange combination, Malayalam and Sanskrit together put in one shloka or something like that. So Kayam is Hingu, Indrayav, Purandarayava, Ativisha, Vayampu, Vacha, Sauvarchala, Abhaya. So prepare Churna with these. And Vamana Yukta Shula, Ama Yukta Grahani. Ama Sahate Grahani Gade. And Vennorilama Sahite. So Pipalya Dichana 57. Oh. So yeah. Palladichurna. Pippali Nagaradantika तुल्यास्तैः अभयाद्विगुणोन्मुक्ता भागाः अर्धमितं विलम् उष्णपयोभिः पीतम् अपवति कुक्षि महत्त्वम् पिप्पली नागरदन्ती तैः अभयाद्विगुणोन्मता भागा. So Amala Abhaya is 6 part. This is Pippali Nagaradanti 1 party and Abhaya 6 parts. अर्धमितं बिलं बिडलवण. So 1.5 parts. Arधमितं. So how it comes 1.5 parts? पीतमहोति कुक्षिमहत्वम्. It's not very clear. Ardhamitam. Ardham yadi pippali nagaradi ardham, then it is only 1/2 part. And doing it 1.5 parts. So we may have to think about this. Kukshi Mahatvam, Pitam Apahati Kukshi Mahatvam. So Mahatva is actually big Kukshi or something like that. So maybe this can be used in Sthaulya. That might be a possible thing. He has generally done this as Kukshi Roga, but might be it is useful to say Medo Vruddhi. स्नुहि पिप्पली चूर्ण स्नुहि क्षेरे सप्तकृतो भायुतं पिप्पली रजः गोमूत्रे कोष्णतो एव पीतं जठरनाशनम्. Both are Ushna. Pippali Churna and Snuhi Kshira Saptakritva Bhavitam. So Snuhi Kshira is twice Tikshna. Gomutre Koshna Toyeva Pitam. So to be drunk with Gomutra or Koshna Toya Anupana. So Udara Roga. Maybe Jatodaka Avastha, this is Virechana. This should be Virechana. Can we use it in Udara Pippala? Yeah, definitely we can use. So Udara Jatodaka Avastha particularly. अर्कपत्रादि भस्म अर्कपत्रं सलवणम् अंतर्धूमात् विपाचितं वस्तुना तत् पिबेत् क्षारं प्लीह प्रशमनं परम्. So this is again very simple. अर्कपत्र with लवण अंतर्धूम विपाचित वस्तुना तत् पिबेत् क्षारं प्लीह प्रशमनं परम्. So this is peculiarly for प्लीहा रोग. केतकी दल भस्म केतकी दल हाँ प्लीहा वृद्धि generally. In Pliha Roga, it is generally Pliha Vruddhi, and Pliha Vruddhi will be associated with varieties of diseases and such. ITP, leukemias are very common, and even in Udar, Plihodar, Pliha Vruddhi is common. So we may think of these in this case. Ketakidala Sambhasmaivam Sagunam Bhakshitam Tatha. The same manner, Ketakidala Bhasma. So Lavana again, Ketakidala and Lavana, and Antardhuma Mashi, and then with Guda is to be taken into the game. Pliha Roga only. Every combination is having some specificity. So आजकाल अनेक स्त्रियांची मागणी असते पोट कमी करायला औषध द्या पिप्पल्यादी चूर्ण. We may give, that is possible. So my impression was Mahatvam Udarasya Kukshehe. So we may have to think about that in Kukshi Mahatva. So it might be Medo Vruddhi in Udara, that where it is beneficial. Sindhutha Jerakadi Churna. Sindhutham Jerakam Dipyam Pippali Marichaushadai Patyan Chaisham Karmad Vruddhi Churnam Ushnodaka Putam Takrena Ajena Vasevyam Udaranam Prashantai. So So this is also quite simple part. सैंधव जीरक दीप्यक यजमोदा पिप्पली मरीच and औषधई चुंठी. So तिकटू in a way. पथ्यांच्या ईशान क्रमावृत्ती and kramavruddha. Again, whenever there is kramavruddha, he is taking it in multiples. So I don't know whether this is Keralian tradition to take it in multiples. Otherwise, kramavruddha would always be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Why they are taking it in multiples? That is not understood. Antardhuma Bhasma Vidhi, given by Datar Guruji. So Varanga Kakshar is Antardhuma. So we have to put it in our apartment like Matra Pat, and then put it over fire. And when it is done, you have to take out the machine from inside. So Antardhuma would mean that the fumes do not get out of the earthen pot. It is closed, and that is why it is called as Antardhuma machine. And we have to stop when it becomes mushy, won't go further till it becomes bhasma or something like that. So 1, 2, Dipya 4, Pippali 8, Maricha 16, Aushadha 32 and Pathya 64. Takrenajjena vasevya mudananam prashante. So takra or ghruta is the anupana. Ushnodaka prutam. So Ushnodaka अर्कलवण आणि हे सेमच आहे का? I'm not aware what is exactly अर्कलवण, because this is अर्क and lavana only. So mostly this might be available in the market and it is easy to prepare अर्कलवण this way. So maybe use it. We may try to prepare this Sindhutha Jarakadi Churna as per this part and as per 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. And see the difference what happens. The Rasashastra people may take some kind of these preparations for comparison and then decide what is more appropriate or something like that. So this is also for Rudra, this is all Ushna Tikshna and Anulomana. So Pathya Punarnavadi Churna. तथ्या पुनर्नव महौषध भृंगराज कर्कंध पत्र तिलदीप्य बलानलैश्च एतत् समं सकल भावित किट्ट चूर्णां पिबेत् चूर्णां तक्रे पिबेत् अखिल पांडुगदे रहस्यम्. So पथ्या पुनर्नवा महौषध is chunti, भृंगराज, कर्कंधु is a type of badar. कर्कंदु पत्र तिल दीप्य bala anala. Bala is something odd in this. So sakal bhavita kitta churnam. Kitta churnam. So mandura might be the addition. तथ्या पुनर्नवा महौषध भृंगराज कर्कंदु बदर पत्र तिल दीप्य अश्मोदा बला अनल चित्रक सकल भावित किट्ट चूर्ण गोमूत्र भावित Mandura Bhasma equal to the other total. Prepare churna with the above drugs taken in this specified Sarva Pandu. So we may think of this. So Pliha Vruddhi due to Medakshaya. This has been a question for long period, and there have been debates about this. So I tried to explain on the basis of Ansarkar sir, there is one simple answer given that actually there is no Pliha Vruddhi, but since the covering of the Meda Dhatu is gone, it becomes palpable, and so we feel that it is Pliha Vruddhi. But as per text, there is Vruddhi of Pliha. So it is just not the diminishing of the Medo Varti, but there is actually increase in the size of Pliha. So Fandsalkar sir was of opinion that Snehana is the karma of Medo Dhatu, and Pratyakra Dhatur Balavarana Yuktaha in Sneha Sevana, Pratyakra Dhatur Balavarana Yuktaha, that is the Falashruti, Snehapana of Falashruti of Snehapana. So he contributed it to this Snehana karma, and the new generation of dhatus is dependent on Meda. Pratyagra dhatu is the agra or the new development of the dhatu, maybe from the previous one. Dhatunam Kshaya Vruddhi Shonita Nimitya. This is one of the sutra from Sushruta. So the Kshaya and Vruddhi of dhatu is dependent on Rakta. And if this Neha is not sufficient from this Medo dhatu, then this conversion is not proper, and there are more impurities accumulated, and they get accumulated in the rakta and finally get deposited in pliha. So he was of opinion that the Vasanta Kalpana, Lagumalini, Madhumalini, Suvarnamalini, and Bruhat Suvarnamalini. The Bruhat Suvarnamalini was available previously, now it is not available. But there is a khal in Navnita or butter, and this is very typical. Only in this Sankalpana, Vasanta Kalpana, the Kalkapri and Mire or something. And first Navnita Bhavana and then the Bhukasvarasa Bhavana. This is a typical thing about this. So he said that this regulates the Snehana by this Medo Dhatu, and then this spleen starts reducing, getting reduced. And in those days, malaria was very common, and Plihavruddhi in malaria was very common. So even after treating the disease by conventional medicine, this was not taken care. And Guneshastri and then Pansarkar treated many cases of this kind of malarial Plihavruddhi with Vasanta Kalpana. So Lagumalini, Suvarnamalini, Madhumalini, whatever is appropriate in that. There is a custom of giving Lugmalini in first trimesters, Madhumalini in second trimester, and Suvarnamalini in last trimester in Garbhini. So therein also the Dhatu Poshanakrama is improved by this. Varanga Kakshara dose, as told by Datta earlier, is very minute, so difficult to give to patients. So instead of giving it single, can we give it mixing with some other churna like Rohitaka or something like that? We can. So Rohitaka or this Sharapunkha, which is acting on Pliha, that can be given. And so that should be fine. Datar Guruji was of that opinion of this kind. He was giving only Varangaka. And Falatrika, the and Shwa also he was giving separately, never mixed together. Pramod Kulkarni was a rebellion, And he directly told Datar Guruji, no, no, we can't do it like that. We have to do Pho and Shwa together. So to having courage like this, Datar Guruji was just astonished and was looking at him. But Pramod Kulkarni was bold enough to say to him that no, no, we have to do it together or something. So there is a definite thought process of Datar Guruji behind this. So we may overcome that. To certain extent, I am also using Datar Guruji's formulae like Shwa, Pho, etc. But I generally tend to give it only single. I don't mix anything else with that. But there are other medicines from different traditions like Vedivadosha, Shri Koratkasa, Pancharkasa, etc. etc. So I don't give only Datar Panchabhautik Chikitsa. And anyway, when I have learned mostly from Pansarkar, it is obvious that I follow his tradition. But of course, I believe Datar Guruji, there is no doubt about that. So this also good seems to be a good part. Pathyadi Churna. Mandura is one of the ingredients. And all others are Ushnavirya, only Bala is not Ushnavirya. And this Badarapatra, this is again something typical. So anyway, in order to increase dose, you can give Sharpunkha or this Rohit Kachuri. Yoshadi Churna. Yoshadi Vela Trikala Mustais Tulya Mayorasha. ये नवाइस लो है. So चूर्णितं तक्रमध्वाज्य कोष्णतोयोपयोजितं कामला पांडु रुद्रग कृष्णार्षो मेहना. So this is again very typical. Trikatu, Triphala and Trimada. So Agni, Vailya and Musta, this is called as Trimada. So Chitra, Vidanga and Musta. And Ayoraja or Loha Bhasma in equal quantity to all these. Takra, Madhu, Ajya, Koshnatoya. So these are for Anupanas. Kamala, Pandu, Rudraga, Kushta, Arsha and Neha. The Padashruti is also quite wide. In Mama Joshi's tradition, Navayas was mostly used. And in Pansarkar tradition, it was Tapyadi mostly used. So there is a big difference between these. Tapyadi has both the capacities Santarpana and Apatarpana, whereas this is more kind of Apatarpana, though there is low Bhasma, so to certain extent it gives strength to Dhatus. But Trikatu, Triphala and Trimada, these are again useful for improving the Dhatu Poshana Krama. Now the same part again is in Navaka Gugul. So in place of this lower Basma, there is Gugulu and Kapha Vata Ama and Meda. This is the Falashruti. So the same combination with Loha and with Gugulu, but there it is used for Staulya or Meda and Kapha and Ama more. And here it is useful for Pandu. The adhikar of this is Pandu and that adhikar is Vatagar, Navakupu. So I plainly use only Vashadi Navaka also. And particularly this is useful for improving the Dhatu Poshan Krama. So when there are problems with the nails, I have particularly used Navayasa Loha, Navayasa Churna or Navayasa Loha, something like that. As I said earlier, in case of kidney failure, CKD, it is worthwhile to use Navayasa This has Pandu and Meha. The Falashruti contains Pandu and Meha together or something like that. Now, in case of CKD, the first barrier that we have to think of is the Jatharagni itself. So we have to take care of the Annava Srotas and the Kava Srotas and try to restrict water intake over there so that there is no more clay there as such. And then with the change in lifestyle, with the change in Pathapatha, etc., we can definitely improve the quality of life of the CKD patients. And the creatinine and urea level start falling down. But if it crosses the first barrier and the clay gets mixed up with further dhatu or starting from Rasarakta, etc., then Vedoha Srotas Moolasthana is Rukka. That gets hampered. Rukka and Vapavahana. But in that scenario, the Bahupadnam Mausam Vedaha, this is Dushya in Meha. And the clay there can be brought to the basti and driven out from the body. So in Meha Samprapti, there is involvement of this Rukka as such, because that is the Moolasthana of Vedoha Srotas as such. So there is a chance of removing the clay that is accumulated up to Medo Dhatu through urine, and there is a Prameya Samprapti for that. So if we understand the symptom, that it's an effort by the body to cure it or something like that. So there is excess clay, and Mutrasya Kleda Vahana. Mutra has the function of Kleda Vahana. So that clay is being driven out by urine. And thus we can work on CKD patients by using Navayasa if it crosses further. When it crosses even further and becomes Ojo Meha, Vasa Meha, Majja Meha, like that, Vataja Meha types, then it is very difficult. Because these are said to be asadhya, but still there can be apyadha. In Meha, the Kapaja Meha is only sadhya. Pittaja is Kashta sadhya and Vataja is asadhya. But even in asadhya category, there can be yapya and there can be pratyakya or achikitsya, something like that. Asadhya, totally asadhya. So in that scenario, we have to start from Jatharagni itself. That is one of the most important aspects. That we have to improve the lifestyle, we have to improve the diet habits. And when we reduce the quantity of water, so water is to be drunk in very less quantity, even by a healthy person. In Prameha, Babubadham Mausam Vedaha, Sharirajanchakaledaha, these are the dushyas. And Drava Pradhan Shleshma is the dosha vishesha. So, in order to conquer this kind of kapha dosha, Drava Pradhan kapha dosha, the Pramehi has to restrict water even further. So, Trishna Nigraha is one of the treatments in Shamana. And when we have done with it, then our own samprapti of pakvashe gata statra nabdyo mutra vahastoya, etc. That can work. And there will be Sarapitta Vibhajan, there will be further processing of the pitta, Drava pitta into Mutra, and that would be eliminated directly from the Mutrava Srotas initially. Whatever has crossed this level may be taken care by Prameha Aushadha. So we have to reduce the kleda in the dhatus in this scenario. And Navayasa is a better combination for that. So Trikatu working as Agni Deepan Pachan and also as Yogavani. This is again important aspect. Triphala is Mehanashini and more of Kashaya Rasatmaka and Rasayan. These are more important aspects. And Chitraka, Musta and Vidanga, this Trimada, is again working on Agni, that is more important. And Musta particularly, it's Shita and Ambapachana. So there are very few Dravya which are Shita, Virya and Ambapachana. So this all works very fine. And the Kleda at Dhatu level is taken care by this. And Takra Madhu, Ajya and Koshna Toya, these are the Anupanas. So what we can think about this, depending upon the Dosha Pradhanya, Kaphavata Pradhanya, you go for Ushnodaka or something like that. If something associated with Sneha Vyapatti, more Kleda due to more Sneha, particularly fried items, etc., etc., or these refined oils, etc., etc., we may go for Tatra. And if it is Kapapitta Pradhanya, then we can go for Madhu. And Vatapitta Pradhanya, Ajya, Mrita. So we may try to use these in this particular scenario. And this Adhikari is Pandu, Lohavasma is there. So Kamala Pandu, this is taken care, there is no doubt. So even Rudroga, we may think of Pitta Pradhana, Kupita, Ethopte, Kopanirmela, Tatra, Milena, Balina, Shiktam, Pittam, Buddhistita. So there is a role of Rudaya in Samprapti of Pandu and Oja. That is another important aspect. So Tolparaksa Megasco, this is the scenario. शांदरमध्ये एक रेफरन्स आहे आमाशयातील स्नेह वृक्काचं पोषण करतो याचा ट्रीटमेंट मध्ये कसा विचार करावा. Okay, I will see the reference and then we think of this, that will be better. There is of course something associated with Amashaya. The CKD symptoms match with the Amajirna, etc. So Shofoksha Gandokshikutayoho. Akshikuta Shotha, this is one of the symptoms in Amajirna. And in conventional medicine, this is one of the symptoms for CKD. So there is a correlation, and when the urea is increased, there is Rullasa, Asesravada, etc. So in Amajirna, this condition can also be there, and I have given Vamana in such situations. Kolhatkar sir has given Vamana in this situation, though the Vamana is risky and there are chances of heart attack. So one has to be very cautious about that. But this does help, and no doubt, not only the Amajirna is taken care, but even the kidney function improves. That is the experience. Another important aspect over here is Ranjaka Pitta. Amashaya Shayam Pittam Ranjakam Rasaranjana. Now, this is a strange scenario, so to say. That the Ranjaka Pitta gets mixed up with the food material in the digestion process in Amashaya. And actually, the function of Rasaranjana happens only when it reaches liver. And there is Raktadhatvagni, which transforms the rasa into rakta. That is one aspect. And if there is no mixing of this kind of Ranjaka Pitta in Amashya, then also that can lead to Pandutva. Now, whether we can find a correlation between vitamin B12 deficiency and anemia through this Ranjaka Pitta from Amashya, that is again still a question. But in vegetarian people, the only source of vitamin B12 is desi cow milk. And we have to drink minimum 300 milliliters of milk a day. And that is the only source for vitamin D3 as well, if we are not wandering in sunlight. Now, these deficiencies are very common due to the sick cow. Now, vitamin B12 and D3. And conventional medicine just asks them to go for supplements from outside. So it's better to go to Ayurvedic classics for this and try to understand what is the scenario. And Pitta and Rakta, these are Ashraya Shray. Rakta is Ashraya and Pitta is Ashray. So this kind of Ranjaka Pitta, which is responsible for Ranjana of this Rasadhatu and converting into Rakta, that is having Amashaya origin. So if the Sneha in Amashaya is Vrukka Poshana or something like that, then we may think of this Sneha or maybe Kleda. And surprisingly, in Panduroga, the first treatment is Snehapan. Pandurogi Pibe Sirpi Adav Kalyadaka Vayam Panchagavya Mahatikam Shutamara Padadina. So they don't start with Loha, Navayas Loha, Tapedi Loha, etc. They start with Grutapan. And then the first treatment is Shodhana, Vamana Virechana, etc. And particularly for Vruddhakshanyanya Pandu, Virechana is the main treatment. And thereafter there is role of this Loha. According to conventional medicine, more importance goes to Loha itself or Mandura, whatever it may be. Sordamakshi or Kasis, in which there is iron content. But for us, it's not only the iron, basically it is this Neha that is required. So, just like in Kushtha, Kushtinam Sneha Panena Purvam Sarvam Upachare. In Kushtha also, the first line of treatment is Snehana, like that. Only in Visarpa, Snehana is contraindicated and you have to go for Rukshan. Snehanam Natu, that is the treatment in Visarpa. So if we think logically about all these factors, then we may have to use this. Why Mama Joshi was using Navayasa in so many patients, and why Pansarkar was using Takadino in so many patients. This is again one of the important aspects to understand. So what I feel right now, we have to start from Dataragni itself, whether it is CKD, whether it is Prameya, whether it is Kushta. When it reaches Medodhatu level, then Vrukka is the Moolasthana of Medova Srotas. And in Prameya Samprapti, there is a link between Vrukka and Basti. Otherwise, we don't have a link between Vrukka and Basti like conventional medicine, Mutrava Srotas. So the urinary apparatus in conventional medicine is direct relationship between Vrukka and Basti. But for us, the main source of formation of urine is Pakwasha itself. Dravakitta gets converted into Mutra and it directly goes to bladder. That is what our texts say. This combination is so and as I said, there is this Navaka Gugulu in which it has been said that it acts on Meda. Now Gugulu is also acting on Meda, and this combination is also acting on Meda, and this is clear from the Mehanasha Sampratya or something like that. So basically Pandu is also taken care. That is one important aspect. There is a Yogaraj in Charaka Samhita. There is no Navayas in Charaka. There is Yogaraj or something like that. And that resembles much more with this Navayas and Tapyari like that. But what I feel right now that the Samprapti is associated in some way with Amashay. There is no doubt. If there is a direct reference from Sharanga like this, we may have to think about that. And vitamin B12 deficiency leading to Pandu. This is also very common now. Very commonly seen. Now the homocysteine, which is a new investigation. If vitamin B12 deficiency is there, then homocysteine is high. And this is in general useful for knowing the circulation. So instead of going for cholesterol in heart disease, it's better to go for homocysteine. Or for kidney functions also, we may go to homocysteine as such. And for kidney functions, cystatin C. This is a new investigation that is not very common to know the function of the kidney. That's a better choice to do. So what I feel right now that we have to consider the case as a whole, consider all positive factors, psychological factors, etc., etc. And then, and particularly water intake is to be more considered in this. And Agni, basic thing is Agni. So if we take into account all these factors together, and then we may go for this. Can we use Naradiya Lakshmi Vilas in Kleda Dushti and Pramehi is in Falashruti? It is recommended in Prameha. We can use. Now the interlinkages between the diseases is on what basis? That is more important. So this Lakshmi Vilas is more useful in Hridroga, and surprisingly it is useful in bradycardia as well as tachycardia. In both these Lakshmi Vilas can be used. So it basically improves the function of the heart and gives strength, that is more important. And when we are seeing patients like CCF, on one hand we have to give strength to the Hridaya. On other hand, we have to remove the leather from the body. So this Varadhara Bija, etc., which are in Lakshmi Vilas, Bhuti or Naradiya Lakshmi Vilas Ras, they do function in both the ways. Or we may try to give some Mutra Viration, maybe Trinapanchamula, maybe Chandraprabha Vatti, etc., along with that. And restrict water. Most important aspect is restrict water in all these scenarios. And that has double advantage. Tejasa Pratipakshatvat Mandagnir Vajrejat. If there is Mandagnitva, then the water has to be avoided because water is fire extinguisher, as what we see outside. So Datar Guruji was emphasizing on this. And there are Prithvi and Jala, these two Mahabhutas have capacity to extinguish fire. He was trying to use Girija as Parthiva Dravya and Shvatamshadi Gugulu as elimination of water from the body. And both of them can help in improving the Agni. So, in while using Girija, we have to consider Atyagni or Tikhnagni. And while using this Shodamashtradi, we have to think about the Kleda Vahana karma of that Mutrava Sotas, etc. So, Lakshmi Vilas we can definitely use in this scenario. And also use Mutra Virechana or something like that. Alparakta Alpamedasko Nissar Shritendriya is mentioned in Pandu. It shows relation of Pandu with Meda or Sneh. That is true. So, this Shlathendriyatva, laxity, so to say, this is one of the important aspects in Prameya. Bhavabadhan Medaha, this is, and Mausa and Kleda, etc. These are three important aspects. Chinmay Phadke has worked for this laxity, Shaithilya Mapana, for his MD thesis. So you may try to get more inputs from him about this Shaithilya, about that. And in case of mouse, the Shaithilya can be understood more easily. But in case of other Dhatu Shaithilya, Meda Shaithilya is also bit understandable. Chalaspi Gudaras Grivo. So this Chalatva, Udara Speak, etc. is observed. And this would be the Meda Dhatu Shaithilya. And that is why there is importance of Vyayama in this. Because Vyayama, Sthirikaranam Anganam, or Vyayama gives strength to the body. And Ganommata Prasanna, no, that is also. Lagamu Karma Samyakta Samartham Dikta Vedasakshaya Vibhakta Ganagatra. Vyayama Dukajaya. So Vibhakta Ganagatra is a peculiar thing created by Vyayama. And that removes the Shaithilya laxity and helps in bleeding or something like that. तिसरा अवस्थाभाग पूर्ण झाल्यानंतर उंडुकामध्ये सारपिट्ट विभाजन होते. सारभाग आहार रस असे आहे, पण अनेक रेफरन्स असे येतात की रस आमाशयात तयार होतो असे दाखवणारे. उदाहरणार्थ आमाशयास्थम रसरंजना ज्वर संप्राप्ति etc. हे कसे समजून घ्यावे. As I said, it gets mixed up in the amashaya, this Ranjaka Pitta, but it may, because there is no formation of rasa at that time. Only in ama, dhatu madhyam apachitam dushtam amashayagatam rasamama prachakshate. So it is sent back to amashaya once again for digestion. And if the person is doing lanthan or fasting, then aharam pachati ki doshan ahara varjita pachati. If there is no food, then it will digest this arm. So the basically it's there is no formation of this rasa dhatu directly from amasha. It has to go through all digestion, and there has to be sarapitta vibhajan, and from that sara ahara rasa, when the rasa dhatu starts getting formed or something like that. And then the pitta, which is already mixed, Ranjaka pitta is already mixed, get mixed up with the ahara rasa or rasa dhatu and converts it into rakta. So this factor is essential for rasaranjana, which is in Amashaya. So it has to start its journey right from Amashaya along with the food material and start functioning when there is a formation of Rasa Dhatu, and from Rasa into Rakta, this comes into picture or something like that. Punarnava Mandura Navaya Saloho Tapediloho may be graded from Apatarpana to Santarpana. That is true. If we really want to go for only Apatarpana or something like that, then Navayasa or Punarnava Mandu, these are good things to do. Now, how to differentiate between Loha, Swarnamakshi, and Kasis and Mandura? This is again a bit different issue. Mandura is processed by the Kala, time factor, and it has its own digestion. So, minimum 80 years old Mandura is to be taken. So, due to this Kala Parinama, it is more easily assimilable. That is one of the important aspects. So we may try to go for Mandura when we need more easy assimilation or something like that. Then comes the role of the Loha. Swarnamakshik, it's Loha Bhasma in the process of Bhasma. Now they are everywhere they are saying Ayochurna, and this is a controversial issue. Whether plain Loha Churna was being used, or nowadays we know that it has to be converted to Bhasma. So we are using Bhasma now. But whether plain this Ayash Churna can be used or not. And secondly, when there are Lohapatra, mentions of Lohapatra, and we have to keep Triphala decoction into that. So this is raw Loha. There is no process like anything like Bhasma or Churna, etc. But it creates effect, it turns black. This Vata becomes turns black. So this can be used for improving Loha. So what we are trying to do now is use iron vessels for cooking. When we are trying to put it in iron vessel, Triphala Kvatra or something like that, Asana Kvatra or something like that, then there is no Agni Samskara. Agni Samskara is with Triphala Kvatra, and then it is to be or Triphala Churna and water put together in Lohapatra. There is no Agni Samskara in that. But when we are trying to prepare curry or these vegetables in Lohapatra, then there is Agni Samskara also associated with this. And we have been using iron vessels, kadai particularly, for cooking for many years. And surprisingly, the hemoglobin percentage of all family members is about 13, 14, 15 or something like that. So, whether we correlate with this hemoglobin or not, this is still a different issue. We have to see whether there is proper formation of the dhatus or not. That is most important aspect over here. But now there are so many patients of iron deficiency anemia. 80% population is suffering from iron deficiency anemia. And conventional medicine is just behind pharmacy to give iron tablets or something like that. This is not the solution. We have to look for the causes as such, and then deal with it from proper Agni and other things, etc. So what I feel right now that how to differentiate between the different Loha kalpas is we may have to think of. जे पेशंट रक्तवाढीचे औषध घेतात त्यांना रोज घृत प्यायला सांगावे का? दुग्ध स्नेह द्वेषी साठी काय नाही. Difficult to say. At least what we say is start using iron kadai for preparation of vegetables and dal, and that is fine. And people don't have any aversion for this. If there is a requirement of sneha, then one may go for Dadimadi Gupta or something. which is in Pandurogadikar. Agni Deepana Sreshta, Vatanulomana, these are the varieties of things associated with Adimadi Ghrita. And we may go for Mahatiktaka Ghrita, Aragvadadi Ghrita, etc. etc. चरकमध्ये पांडू अधिकारात 7-8 कल्प असे आहेत ज्यात त्रिकटू त्रिमद त्रिफला हे कंटेंट कॉमन आहे. नेमका या कॉम्बिनेशनचा काम काय असावं? That is what I say, that we have to think about this formulation as such, and this Trikatu is having catalytic action, and Agnipachan and Deepan. Triphala is Rasayan, and Kleda Nashana or something like that. And Trimada is again associated with Agni as such. दुग्ध स्नेह द्वेषींसाठी मी कणिक मळताना तूप दूध टाकायला सांगतो फॉर स्नेह द्वेष. दॅट इज फाईन. विरेचन स्नेह फॉर स्नेह द्वेष. विचारणा स्नेह, नॉट विरेचन, विचारणा स्नेह. सो दॅट इज द सेम थिंग. अँड सर्व पेशंटला लोहपात्राचा वापर करता येईल का? डेफिनेटली करता येईल. की कोणाला contraindication असावे. There is no contraindication as such. One can definitely use Lohapatra for all. And I have been advocating this to people. There are many people who still are using aluminum kadai. So aluminum has to be discarded completely for this. Trifala Tikutu हे लोहदोषहर देखील आहे. So that is also fine. So there is a concept of elemental iron or calcium, etc. When using Bhasma, a thought is there as to how much amount of elemental mineral is actually available for absorption. We are having so many forms of iron and calcium. Preparation study is required. Iron requires vitamin C for absorption as per modern science. That is why maybe Triphala is present in most of Loha Kalpa. But it's not Amalki only, it's Triphala. So there should be something else beyond this. That is what I feel right now. And instead of looking from conventional perspective or something like that, let us try to understand Ayurveda fully and then try to use it. लहान मुलांमध्ये वापरता येईल का नवायस? We can use, there is no doubt about that. But one has to have holistic approach. Look for all causative factors, all conditions that might be prevalent, and then decide what is to be used or something like that. There can be a good lecture on Pandu varieties of allopathic diseases associated with Pandu, and varieties of our kalpas that can be used in Pandu. So the concept of Pandu from Ayurveda is to be understood thoroughly. It's not only Loha or something like that. It is different. And it is associated with Dhatu Shaithilya, Ojakshaya, etc. etc. This is again important aspect from Ayurvedic perspective. And then we may go for this aplastic anemia, etc. etc. Varieties of diseases are associated with Pandu, or iron deficiency anemia, vitamin B12 deficiency, etc. etc. Shunti Siddhajala is fine for CKD patients. No, don't think like that. So be particular, be holistic. Just don't get carried away with some whims. We have to understand thoroughly the patient and then arrive at some conclusion. Mention the renal function test name, cystatin C, Cystatin, capital C, cystatin C. So let us conclude over here, and kidney functions continue tomorrow. आयुर्वेद प्रकाण्डो निगदित इह हि शल्यतन्त्र प्रधानः शिष्येभ्यः शाश्वतोऽयं निखिलजनकृपा व्याप्तचित्तेन येन आयुर्वेदस्य वाञ्छन् पुनरपि भुवने ताञ्च सुष्ठु प्रतिष्ठां श्रेष्ठं धन्वन्तरिं तं प्रणमति च सदा वैद्यवर्गो हि नूनं वैद्यवर्गो हि नूनं। विरम्यते व्याख्यानव्यापारः। श्वः पुनरपि मिलिष्यामः।